Wow, now look what we have here. The up here. The update is here. Plus part 2 is installing. Oh, my Switch version just got done updating. How about that? How is everybody doing today? It is released a very exciting day for all of us. An exciting day for all of us. I thought it would be great to start on the Switch starting up screen right here. Or not the Switch, but the PlayStation updating screen right here. Again, I can't believe it. We're here. Can't believe that we've made it. It just feels like yesterday, or it just feels like not long ago since again the reveal. Right? And even though the warden ain't in this update, we still gotta appreciate as well of how much this update is. Hello there, Spyro. It's almost updated. We're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. How are you, Spyro? Somebody just asked about or asked me about the warden, and well, I had to let him know that the warden ain't coming out in this update, or the warden ain't in this update. He's coming in next year's update, the wild update. But I think it's for a better cost too. That means you'll get more time to develop it. And of course, the new ancient cities. The new ancient cities. The Warden and Deep Dark are not in this update, but they will be in the next major update, which is the Wild update next year. Of course, sometime next year. We don't really know for sure of when next year. All they given us is just next year. All they given us for certain is that those features aren't coming in this update. Good morning, my friend. How are you today? I'm surprised I actually slept well of how excited I was last night. Like, I thought I was not going to be able to sleep of how excited I was for today, but I'm actually managed to sleep well. And I do apologize for that cross foreshort for the comments being disabled. I really don't know why it has to do that sometimes. But what did y'all think about it? I want y'all to tell me, what did y'all think about that sort of me somehow jumping on the nitro and surviving, and SIP happens in that sort? Since apparently for some reason the comments had to be disabled and I had to redo it, turn them on. I couldn't see what y'all had to say, so I would love to know what y'all thought about it, of y'all that saw it, because that was crazy. I jumped on the nitro right when it exploded and survived in the time trials. I really shouldn't have survived that. It's installing. There we go. It has installed. Let's go. We've made it. Still can't believe the day is here. Still can't believe the day has came. Like I mentioned before, it just feels like yesterday when the update was first announced. Just feels like yesterday when the update was announced. Back last year at Minecon. It just feels like yesterday when it was first announced. It sure has. It has been updated. I've been waiting so long for this update. Oh, here we are. The new loadings are title are screen and the music. We've made it. The Caves and Cliffs Part 2 update has arrived, bringing new features and more to explore. New cave generation to explore below your existing worlds. Yup, your existing worlds. New cave and mountain biomes like Lust Cave and Jagged Peaks. And again, and a new music track as well, and sound or music disc, some ore changes too, and over 70 bug fixes, issues, and parity changes. We've made it. We've made it. Can we just have a moment to just look at the background? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. The new mountains in the background. Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm trying to see if my skin would load. Okay. My Mickey Mouse skin. I wanted to see if it would load. I'm just going to do random numbers. Well, no. Well, no, we're going to put nothing in that. Alright, looks like we got everything. Oh, yeah, and we better name it, too. Caves and Cliff. Oh, nope, hang on. Oh, come on. Clips. Part 2. There you go. Let's create it. We've made it. Oh, the music. I'm doing fine. I slept well a little bit last night, and I took a nap in this morning. That's good to hear. Oh, I know why we can't see my hand, because I was making a thumbnail for something and forgot to turn it off. And we can now no longer have to use the experimentals. We don't have to use them anymore because the update is officially here. I know this is one of the mountains. I can't exactly remember which one it was. This one is supposed to be. I think the snow-capped peaks. I'm pretty sure. Oh, looks like we got it. Oh, oh, this cave looks steep. A cave at spawn. Where is it? Where is it? Music. There it is. Here we go. Other side. Oh, how wish I could play it for y'all. Oh, how wish I could play this music disc for y'all. But apparently, this music disc right here, this new music disc, contains some copyright issues. So I'm sadly not going to be able to play the music for y'all. Which, again, it's one of the best music in this whole game by far. And especially in this update. So, as much as I want to play the music for y'all, I sadly can't. Because I don't want to have any issues when it comes to, I don't want to get in trouble with that. Oh, looks like this is like a cave entrance right here, because looks like we got some lush cave spots. I wonder how far this even goes. From here, it goes to -43. Jeez Louise. -43. Oh, slime. There's a slime just, see, from here, -25. This cave is beautiful. Oh, we got a merge of dripstone and lush caves. You don't normally get that often, especially in a random seed. You don't ever get that often. I just love these new caves. They're so good. I love them. So better. So much better. I'm so glad this update is fully came today. So glad it's finally here. So long of a wait. And it's finally in our hands. Again, if the update ain't out for y'all right now, give it time. Definitely give it time if it ain't out in your part of the world, because that is with the updates as well. When it comes down to the updates, it mostly certainly just takes time. It does take time to get the update, for the update to reach to your country, your state. So definitely give it time. And again, the time zone. It matters with the time zone too. The time zone matters too. So definitely give it time with that too. But I promise you, it it will be coming to y'all eventually. We got ourselves a lush tree. But you know what this means? If we dig down, we get a lush cave. If you find a lush tree, you're going to always get a lush cave. Man, I love this biome. I mean, besides the deep dark, but obviously the deep dark ain't in this update. It's coming until next year. It won't be until next year's update, but still. Dear God, this is an amazing cave. Look at this. Holy crap. I never found a cave this massive until now with the full update. This is something else. I am blown away. I am blown away with this. Imagine finding this thing in survival. Wait, we gotta do this. Get rid of night vision. It's even better without night vision. It's even better without night vision. It's beautiful. Look at this. Oh, we got a mine shaft down here. I'm going to put back the night vision. We got dripstone right here. Oh, an amethyst. We got an amethyst geode. Thank you. Thank you for being the 50th sub. Especially, again, like I mentioned before the update came out, y'all would not want to miss anything like this because this is a big day. A big moment in Minecraft history. A big day in Minecraft history where we finally get the biggest update that Minecraft has ever had by far. Man, I can't wait to start the new survival Let's Play later on today. I just love this cave right here. I can't get over it. It's so good. Just so good. And you don't even have to dig down either. You don't have to dig down because there is an entrance. There's a cave entrance right there. So I actually didn't have to dig down. And I just can't get over the new generation as well. It's just so great. A pillager outpost. Wonder if we can find those new tall mountains. Oh yeah. Speaking of tall, the height limit. The height limit has now been moved to 256 to 320. Yes, the height limit has been increased. So 320 is the new height limit. So right here used to be, remember, before this update, used to be the highest point you can go. Not anymore. As of this update, you could go up all the way to 320. 320 blocks in the air. That is amazing. 320. And of course, you can get down to negative 64 in the bottom of the world. We have this lucky seed right here. I'm actually impressed how great this seed actually is. I mean, I just picked a random seed too. Hi there, my friend. I am just, amazed and have a big grin on my face right now. I got a big smile on my face. We got an igloo. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't see igloos often. Oh, hang on. Got a mountain right here. Whoa, I wonder how deep this goes. Oh, hang on. This might actually. It goes to dripstone. Oh, but what's the lowest point? Hang on. What is the lowest point? Oh, that's dangerous right here. Lava right here. It was like negative 40 something. That is crazy. If y'all are just tuning in, I definitely welcome y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all coming because this is the biggest day, again, of Minecraft history. Oh, we got another lush tree. Dig down. We got lush territory. Again, every time you dig under a lush under or an azalea tree, I should say, you're always going to get the lush cave no matter what. You're going to get the lush cave no matter what. Hold on a sec. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, I did look at it. I did look at it. They actually did it. I got the YouTube dislike update. Oh wow. I can't believe they actually did it. They actually listened. Wow. They actually listened. Because thankfully I haven't received it yet. I haven't received it, thankfully. Oh yeah, and speaking of existing worlds, like it said out as well, if you go to your existing worlds, remember, bedrock is completely removed from the old lowest depths and replaced with deep slate. We got to go to that. Definitely have to go to that. Yeah, it will definitely happen to me for sure. Let's see. Trying to think what world I should do for this. I wonder what if I do this very old tutorial world and convert the world. This is back from the Legacy Edition. No dislike at all. Which it may say that it needs an update. I'm gonna check right quick while the world is converting. Let's see. Doesn't oh look at that. There is the new screen letting you know with your existing world you can convert it, make a backup copy of your world to get the new content under the ground. Let's do it. Which is so important too, because if you've got a real great world, then you can basically upgrade it to 1.18 and you can find new stuff under your base or something. Like I mentioned before, you can find new stuff underneath your house. Um, this is probably going to make me feel weird inside. This is probably going to make me feel extremely weird feeling inside because I haven't been in this world since the old days of the console edition. So it's probably going to make me feel all tingly inside. Dear God, look at what we just found right over here. Look at what we just found. This just generated. Again, this is from, I don't know how long, the early days of Minecraft. This world I created right here. And look at what it just generated when we convert to 1.18. We get this. This is amazing. Again, I highly recommend y'all upgrade your old worlds to 1.18 because y'all going to get stuff like this. Y'all will get stuff like this if you convert your worlds to the new update. Like, I just generated in the world, and that generates. Oh, wait, we don't have coordinates on in this world, don't we? I might want to turn those on. There we go. Let's see. We got to try it. Let's go to the lowest depths. Yup. Look. No more bedrock. No more bedrock. This is where bedrock used to be. Look at this. Can we find a new cave in this area? Because I know you do have a chance to find a new cave. Probably not in this section. No. Not in this section, because I just dug randomly. But you're not always going to get lucky and find a cave. But trust me, the developers have made it so you can find new caves in your existing chunks. I want to try somewhere where I think it would definitely, hopefully, get lucky at. It feels so weird being in this world right here. Especially that. That brings me, that makes me feel younger. This this building right here makes me feel young. Like young. I know I'm still kind of young because I'm almost 18, but still, this makes me feel like in my seven or so because of how much I remember this. Yup, look at this. I found something. We found something in this old tutorial world from the Legacy Edition. Look at this. We found new caves in the existing worlds. This is just one of the greatest days. I mean, I certainly thought the beginning of this year was, of course, at least for me, was the greatest day. But no, this definitely is because of this update. This update has changed Minecraft forever in the best way. It has changed Minecraft in the best way. Thank you, Mojang. This has, or this is the greatest update by far that they came out with. And of course, with the Wild update coming next year, too. With the Warden, the Deep Dark, the Ancient Cities, Skulk, the frogs, the tadpoles, the mangrove forest, the mangrove trees, the mud as well. Mud, the boats with chests. Again, not until next year, of course, but still. Oh wait, there's still some chunks that I didn't explore on here, so we may get a taste of new and old, in this one seed. We may get a taste of new and old. What in the world is this building? What is this? I just found this here. I have, of course, that's nothing added. That was part of this tutorial world back in the early days, but I have no clue what that was or that's supposed to be. Oh, yep, here's that split. There's that split where it shows you where the new chunks are from the old chunks. Oh, turtles! Turtles just spawned. Hold up. We just found a lost cave. And the very early tutorial worlds, we found a lost cave. This is great. Oh, this is great. I just thought of something. Go to one of my early copies of my old survival world. And, oh, there's so many worlds I want to see what is underneath, too. There's so many worlds that I have on here that I really want to see. See what is underneath. Let's see. I want to find one of my old versions of it. Here we go. Back from the year 2019. 2 years ago. A version of my old tutorial world from 2 years ago. I want to say of how it looks. And guess who just released a trailer? Minecraft. The official Minecraft YouTube channel just released a trailer of the part 2 of Kaizen Cliffs. They just released a trailer of it. And they're really great looking animation. I'm gonna have to watch that later, but and it shows the dislike too on mine. It shows the dislike. Apparently, it shows it. So it's not removed for me right now. It's not removed. Oh, Have y'all seen that Return of the Dragonfly mod? Crystal Fizzer is definitely a review on it or getting to play with it early. But have y'all seen that? I wanted to tell y'all about that. Have y'all seen it? The Return of the Dragonfly mod for the Reignited trilogy, where basically it's Enter the Dragonfly, but in the Reignited art style. And it looks to be the whole game it's going to be too, with cut content. And let me just be the first to tell you, I've seen how beautifully those levels look in the Reignited art style. I've watched the videos of him exploring it, and oh, it looks so good. Even better than the original look. Let me just tell you, you're gonna be blown away how these modders, this team that is working on this mod, has made the original Enter the Dragonfly and transformed it into a beauty with the reignited art style. Again, it looks like they're going to be doing the whole game as well, doing everything, just one by one, pretty much. But oh, it's beautiful. I mean, hey, it's even better than the original Enter the Dragonfly. And I would just love to play that mod too. I would love to play it if I had the, um, I guess the PC version where you can do the mods. But it just looks absolutely spectacular. Like I was just blown away with it. I just thought I would mention it. I thought I would just mention it just in case if y'all haven't seen it or anything. It's just spectacular. That sounds really good. Now, here's the funny thing. The laptops that I have don't even can't run certain games. Like if I tried to get Minecraft on one of my computers, it wouldn't even run. That's how old my computers are that I have at my house. That's how old they are. They they're so old that they wouldn't be able to. They, I mean, it just very laggy and just whenever I mean, you can go into a you can create a world and stuff, but you can hardly do anything because of how old the computer is and how it's just again, it's basically the age of the computer and how long I've had it too. You would need a really strong computer to do that. I'm looking for a 700 dollars laptop. I'm still looking forward to say a brand new Spyro game, Spyro 4, instead of a remake of Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. One, I don't know what game developer of Activision is keeping with Spyro 4 so long. Which I still believe is Baynox. I don't know why. I just feel Baynox is the ones, right? I feel Baynox is the ones, apparently because you know how Vicarious Visions is, well, no more. They're merged. And Toys for Bob is still doing support for Crash 4 and supposedly being the ones for Wumpa League and, of course, helping with other projects. So I just have a strange feeling Baynox is the one. I don't know why. I mean, maybe this is what I think. Maybe Spyro 4 was originally being made by Vicarious Visions back in the day, but once they got merged, they just gave the project to Baynox. I don't know why. I mean that probably ain't likely, but that's what I always think. Like maybe Vicarious Visions were the ones back in the day when they were doing the Insane Trilogy. But, you know, kind of like how Toys for Bob was doing Crash 4 when the Insane Trilogy, the year of Insane Trilogy. So maybe um Vicarious Visions were doing both the Insane Trilogy and some progression of or Spyro 4, and then once they got merged, they had no choice but to give the project to Baynox. I don't know why, but I just feel like that's the thing. Yeah, and I don't know why it's taking too long. I'm getting bored. I know how you feel. I definitely know how you feel. And the the really barely teases too. We got to think about the barely teases that we have of Spyro 4 and its existence. I mean, for example, we got the obvious one, which is on the Crafts art book, right? The Crafts 4 art book. That's one of them. Which, of course, in the snacks dimension, you can see Spyro with a number 4, and it even the description of the on wording says, and a little hint at Spyro. Spyro 4 kind of feels pipe dream. That, yeah, it definitely feels like that, doesn't it? Again, Spyro 4 is something that we barely hear. And of course, forgetting those fake 4chan leaks, too. Which, again, I don't even trust 4chan. 4chan is a thing, um, media outlet that I don't even trust. I don't even give trust to it. I don't even give trust to that company or whatever they think they're doing with their job, making these fake, not real, supposed leaks that people would fall for it. This is an old version. Yeah, this is a very old version because, again, y'all don't see any of the new stuff that I built, right? Y'all don't see any of the new stuff that y'all would see to this day on my back on my updated one, but this was again back in 2019, so way different. So I want to say, is there? Oh wait, coordinates. Coordinates ain't on in this world either. But this is a very old world of my survival world, or my old survival world at this point. So I wonder what is going to happen. I better get my night vision too because it is getting dark. So let's see. Deep slate. We've hit deep slate. Most likely not digging down, we're not getting, yeah, not digging down, but if we like dig tunnels or something, we could find ourselves a cave. But we've made to new chunks. Like I said before, you're not always going to get lucky when it comes to this and finding the new caves in your existing chunks. But if you're lucky enough as well, if you get lucky enough, you can have like a lush cave nearby. Like you could even have a lush cave right under your base, let's say, or a dripstone cave under your base. Like I mentioned, your house. You could even have a dripstone cave underneath your house. Like the possibilities of it, too. Again, not all the time it happens, but if you get lucky enough, you can have these new biomes under your base or any of your new builds. A lot of tough. So much tough right here. Oh yeah, here we go. Is what I'm talking about right here. We've hit the mutter load right here. until I say a tase Spyro 4. What? I was wondering what was happening there. Not being happening anytime soon. That is true. Until we have a tase, like a very solid tase, then of course we know it won't be happening anytime soon. This cave is massive. Which I wonder what it's under, too. I'd like to see what it's under. Oh no, that water is going to ruin the lava, ain't it? I didn't notice that. Oh, it's right next to my birthday cake from when this first survival world, or I guess this version of the survival world was a year ago, but technically it would have been since 2018 when I first created the survival world. So again, since 2018, I created my very old survival world that I've been doing until now. Here's where the warden is in my newer version of the old survival world, and Colonel Sanders. And we haven't seen a sneak peek link of the concept art of Spyro 4 game from developers yet. Likely Toys for Bob just showed a sneak peek link of the concept art of Crash Wumpa League. That's true. And remember, back in the day when we actually saw concept art of Crash 4 of the characters and some of the levels from that picture that Toys for Bob posted. Remember that back in those days we saw that, like, they thought we wouldn't have saw it, but we saw the concept art of like Dingodile and Trophy, Cortex and Jen and Brio and his Hulk, and then some levels also. And again, they re-uploaded the picture and made it smaller, but it was too late for them because we got to saw it. We got to see what they were doing. I wonder if they would do something like that too. It makes me wonder, like, would they accidentally send a picture that accidentally shows concept art as well of Spyro 4? Similar how Toys for Bob accidentally, probably not on purpose, but probably like a little funny thing that none of us probably would have not have caught. But I wonder if they would do the same. Probably not, but you never know. But I always find that funny back in the day when that picture came around and we could literally see the concept art and the character designs from Crash 4, and then they re-upload the picture to make sure that we didn't see it, even though it was too late in the picture. Like, I remember that. I so remember when that happened. I so remember it. Again, it feels so long ago. It feels so long ago since we saw that accidental tease kind of concept art of Crash 4 from Toys for Bob. It feels so long ago. Like, that's how the years have gone by so fast, too. Right? The years have gone by so fast, it just feels crazy. It just feels so crazy. Like, the years have gone by so fast. It's just wonder of where has how has everything been like been out for a certain time, like the Reignited trilogy, how it's 3 years old, right? It was 3 years old back at sometime back in the beginning of this year. or no, this month, sorry, this month, it turned 3 years old on the 13th, which is crazy how the Reignited trilogy turned 3. So it's been 3 years since Spyro's comeback. Yeah, 3 years since Spyro made his comeback, his last return, 3 years ago, which, again, feels like forever, too. At this point, it feels like forever since Spyro made his comeback from the Reignited trilogy. But apparently it has been 3 years. It has been 3 years, which doesn't seem like it, but it has been 3 years this year since Spyro made his first return for so long, ever since 2008. Again, it just doesn't feel like it, but again, it surprisingly has been that long. I forgot to say I finally finished the time trials on Crash 1. Congrats. I don't know why, but the time trials, at least on Crash 1, are definitely hard, and I think I know the reason, because I think the first Crash game wasn't meant for time trials. A lot of people say, because you don't have the speed shows, you don't have any abilities like slide jumping or anything. But as for Crash 2, I definitely see it having being right with the time trials from the Insane trilogy. Oh yes, I also know that Toys for Bob developed brand new Crash Bandicoot 2020 game, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, and I knew it all along. Same here. Like, it was obvious, right? I just want to talk about that. It was obvious Toys for Bob were the ones. And I know some people even thought Vicarious Visions were probably going to be the ones to develop Crash 4 back in the day. But after we saw that concept art, too, that concept art that they so-called accidentally leaked, which I'm doing my fingers, which were Bob accidentally sewed on purpose or on accident before re-uploading the picture. Pretty much obviously shown that yes, they were the ones to develop a new game, and it was for It's About Time. Like, I knew it all along. It had to be, I definitely knew it had to be Toys for Bob after seeing that concept art picture. Like, I just knew it had to be Toys for Bob. I just knew it had to be them. And again, looking back to this day, looking back to that picture, the concept arts match perfectly, and it was exactly like, yep, that was the concept art of Cross 4. Like, it's just something that we didn't know for sure back at the time, but we knew that Toys for Bob were the ones to develop it. Still disappointed that we don't get a sequel to Crash Mind Over Mutant, just only a sequel to Crash Bandicoot 3 Warp, but I've got over it. Same here. Here's the thing. I begged and begged and begged since I was little. Back when I was little, I begged for a sequel, an actual sequel to Crash Warp, because it was the Crash game that I remembered the most when I grew up playing Crash. When I was little, growing up playing Crash, the even though Crash 2 was the first game I played, I remember Crash Warp the most. And when I saw that we were finally getting an actual sequel, Crash 4, It's About Time, when I first saw that, I wanted to cry, because we were finally getting a sequel that I begged so long, ever since I was a child. a little child, I've started begging for a sequel for that many years, and we finally got one. I was so happy. Y'all definitely would want it to see how happy I was when we eventually got the announcement of it. I just wanted to cry in joy, tears of joy, because that was one of the things I really wanted since I was a kid. And again, Crash 4's About Time is my favorite Crash game in the franchise and in the trilogy of how good it was. And we just have to thank Toys for Bob as well for bringing us the best sequel, awaited sequel as well. A long awaited sequel since 1998. Since 1998, we've been begging and begging for a sequel to wonder what happened to in Trophy, Cortex, and Uka Uka in the time prison when they became babies. Like many years, we've been waiting. 22, I'm pretty sure. And we finally got one. Like, it was just so great. It was so great when we finally got that announcement. I like I said before, Toys for Bob developers should have promoted both Crash and Spyro franchises to make more cartoonish animation styles. Again, that's another thing I want to mention. Toys for Bob, the reason why Toys for Bob did a great job with Crash 4 with the cartoonish animation. Again, Crash Bandicoot, if you don't know, is inspired by Looney Tunes. He is inspired by Looney Tunes, Warner Brothers Looney Tunes. That's what Naughty Dog originated Crash to be. And Toys for Bob took that and made it in reality with the animation of Crash 4. Can we just agree that Toys for Bob took that original style for Crash and made it come to life in Crash 4 with the cartoonist animation and Looney Tunes animation too. Again, when you watch the cutscenes, especially, you can see how good the cartoonist animations look on it. That's how good Toys for Bob developed this game. And again, that's also why Toys for Bob is my favorite game developers, along with Baynox. Along with Baynox, accidentally dug into an old cave, not the new ones. I'm looking for the new caves, not those old styled ones. Not those old ones. But again, I just love the animations that Toys for Bob made for Crash 4. It's so good. It's so great. And they nailed it, too. They nailed it. Yeah, Crash is kind of similar to the Tasmanian Devil. That is true as well. I mean, if you do kind of like a comparison, too, I guess if you do kind of compare the two characters together, it kind of does make you think that too, because they're so similar. Makes them so similar. Oh yeah, did I tell y'all what I watched last night? I've started watching, or me and my family started watching Christmas movies a little bit earlier after Thanksgiving. We started watching some Christmas movies, and the Christmas movie I watched last night, or we watched last night, was the first Home Alone. I mean, since I've watched the new one, since I've already watched the new one, we thought, why not go back to the classic, the first movie, the 1990 version with Macaulay Culkin. The cult classic Macaulay Culkin Home Alone. I do wonder if newer, the newer version of my old survival Let's Play would actually let me play it, because I know I had the experimental toggles on, but it won't hurt just to check. And if it does break that world, then it was try to do it anyway. And I don't know why some people dislike both Crash of the Titans and Crash Never Mutant, but I don't hate them. I love them. I don't care what people thinks. I don't get them. They're sorry, but again, darn. But I agree with you. I don't hate Cross Mind of or Cross Mom, like it's so called, also, because I love the name Cross Mom, which is also the name of it too, Cross Bandicoot Mom. That's apparently what Cross Mind Over Mutant is also called, Cross Mom, Cross Mind Over Mutant. I guess it's short for Cross Mom as well, because Cross Mind Over Mutant, mind M over O, mutant M, Cross Mom. Again, it's also referred to Cross Mom, and I love it. But I definitely don't hate those games, those Cross games. They're very funny, especially, Mind Over Mutant. Mind Over Mutant. Oh my goodness, Mind Over Mutant and its cutscenes. The cutscenes on it is just so funny. I love the art styles of the cutscenes. You have to appreciate it. And of course, the best part of Mind Over Mutant is Embryo. We have to appreciate Embryo as well, right? Embryo, whenever he appears on screen, whenever we see him, he just takes the spotlight pretty much because of how great of a role he did. He just cracks me up. Hello, I'm doing good. That's good to hear. But again, I love the Mind Over Mutant or Cross Mom. I'm sorry, I can't get over how funny that is. But I love both of them. And of course, the reason why I like Cross of the Titans is because Tiny's design. I don't hate it. I love it. I love Tiny's design. It just makes me laugh. It's not like you would expect from Tiny. It's like a new character. It's not like Tiny you know of. This Tiny has like a whole new personality in Cross of the Titans. And he can speak full sentences as well. He can speak full sentences. Again, I don't hate it. I love it. That's one of my favorite Tiny Tigers from Cross. Definitely one of my personal favorites. I just absolutely laugh at it. The DS and Game Boy Advance versions of Cross inspired games don't count to me. Oh, I was in the air. Oh, I did not realize I was in the air. I forgot I was in the air on this. I totally forgot I was in the air. And you know what? Also, since since this survival world is pretty much ended, this world that we're on right now, this survival Let's Play world, has ended now, we can go into creative. We can now go into creative because, well, we will be beginning a new survival series again today. It will be beginning today, so we can go into creative now. But here's my newer, older look of the survival Let's Play world that we all know. And with the weird generation types, again, don't know why. But I want to see what is under my house. My new house. What is under my new house? I'm going to be breaking into my own house under the ground. I'm going to be breaking into it. So I want to say, oh, lava. Oh, lava. That's hot. I was not expecting lava. Again, that's why you don't dig straight down. Honestly, that's why you don't dig straight down either. You're going to end up in lava. Okay, I'm trying to get somewhere where I'm not going to hit the lava. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, because I explored this area. And the toggles, yeah. The reason why this is still bedrock is because of the toggles, the experimental toggles. So this world may not be affected because, or may not have, most of the new cave or anything because of the experimental toggles that this world had at the start. See, that's what happens as well. That's what happens when you do the worlds that had the experimental toggles. That's what you get. You don't have a chance to really get any of the new caves that frequently and just get lots of bedrock. So I guess I do deserve that. I guess I do deserve how I didn't get any new cave under my house. Just because I, for some reason, had to turn on the experimental toggles back in the day. And, well, now I can't figure out what I had in my, in this survival world because it's experimental. So it doesn't affect it. Or I can't figure what I have because that world has experimental features, which is not even going to affect the generation now. So, oh well. Alright, friend. Okay. Titans DS was good. I played the Game Boy version of Crash of the Titans. I never played the DS version. I hear Dingo Dial is in it. Like, Dingodile ain't in Crash of the Titans, right? Dingodile isn't in Crash of the Titans, and he's in it on he's on the he's in Crash of the Titans apparently. Like he wasn't even in it. But apparently he is. Like doesn't make sense, I guess. Oh my medieval one. I remember I tried to recreate medieval. The first medieval game in Minecraft. And all I did was Dan's crib. All I pretty much got done was Dan's crib. And I get the graveyard. I never came back to that since. I never came back to this and um that world that I created. I never came back to it. I just left it sitting there. Only did a couple of um recreations and I was like, nope, I don't think I'd be able to do this. So I just left it. Like, I just left it. Just left it sitting there. Oh, yeah, and speaking of medieval, I finally made a playlist. Oh, my jaw just popped. Oh, that hurt. But yeah, I made this medieval recreation from the first medieval. Like, from the books, too. From even copying the books, like, track down Xerox. And also, and spot the exits from an area by looking out for a stinking trail of magic slime. And even again, all the books I copied and pasted from the actual game. Like, you must be out of sight after 100 years lying on your back. Use the crypt to grip your new lease in life. Again, I don't know why I left this cool medieval recreation I made here. Like, it was so cool. Like, when you're ready to leave this crypt, you'll find an exit at the end of the hall. To unlock the gates, you must find a runestone, and put in the something hand set next to the doorway. Again, this was just so cool. And it, or, well, no, this part. It has risen again. Sir Daniel Fortescue, see? The hero of Galomia who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspired to turn the arrow father into the savior of the day. But we knows better. Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget its ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Xerox and live up to the legend. We as well. I do apologize for my medieval gargoyle impressions. If they are kind of bad, I do apologize for that. I definitely apologize for that. And I do deserve it, I guess, too. If they are that bad. If those impressions are bad, I do apologize. Oh, wait, I had a button there all along. Okay. Oh, yes. Say we also had this. Yes, look. The graveyard. Rebuilt the graveyard. I didn't do the books, though. Well, I guess this book right here. Well, no, I didn't write anything in here. See how unfinished this was, but I did good in this level, though. Recreating it, too. Recreating, or trying to recreate everything from the first medieval into Minecraft as well. I did very well in this. I hate that I never got to finish it. Or I never came back to it, I should say. I never came back to this. It is kind of disappointing too, because I was proud of this. I was very proud. I was really proud of this project, and I just after I built those two levels, I never touched it since. I was very proud of how I was doing on there. Don't know why I left it just sitting there. Looks like we got some new mountain generations and cave generations at this area. I'm so sorry, Sir Dan. I'm so sorry, Sir Dan. I did you dirty like that, but I just never somehow never came back to that project of recreating you in Minecraft. Again, that was back in this world was back in 2019, so I haven't touched this world since 2 years ago. Since 2 years ago, haven't touched this exact world that I'm playing on right here. Gotta pillage your outposts. I don't want to lose the Cerdan area, so I'm gonna head back to it because I don't want to lose where it is. But ain't it just still cool because this was me just looking at the game and seeing what I needed to do also, and just I guess copying and pasting too. I guess that's what I was trying to do, copy and pasting. All right, we're breaking into Dan's crib again. I mean, that does sound kind of offensive, right? I guess that does sound offensive, breaking into a crib. Breaking into somebody's crib, especially a dead knight's crib, right? Especially a dead knight's crib that lost his eye during war, right? During war at the Battle of Galomia. All right, we found some of the new tunnels in Sir Dan's crib. Wonder where this would even go to. Aha, here's a bigger opened area right here. I'm back. Welcome. All right, let's get back to Dan's crib. Back to Dan's crib. Where's Dan's crib? There it is. Well, here's where also, I guess, Dan's crib is right here. Better patch up that hole. Better patch up that hole that I made in Dan's crib. Because I know that does sound highly offensive to, again, break into somebody's, a dead knight's crib and start digging in it. That does seem kind of offensive, doesn't it? That does seem kind of offensive and pretty wrong, too, to just start digging in somebody's grave. Doesn't it? Don't you think? And that's what I was doing in the in my recreation of Dan's crib that I made. I don't know why, but it's just I can't get over how I just left this project right here that I was doing 2 years ago. Again, like I said, I started making this exact same replica 2 years ago, and I left it. I left it. I just left it sitting here for 2 years, for 2 years straight, without even touching this world since now. Like, that is just sad. That is just sad. That is just cruel of me to do that to a world like this that I did not so bad on. Like, everything looks exactly the same like in the game. I made this exactly similar to the game, the actual game itself, from the zombies to the fountain of rejuvenation to the ugly looking angel that I made. I know this is supposed to be an angel, but again, I can't really make an exact replica of that. Where the um chalice was from the place that goes to the Hilltop Mausoleum. Again, it's just sad that they just completely left this world here for so long. How could I? I mean, who knows if I would ever come back to this world and finish it, right? I don't know if I probably would. Especially of how I've already left it so long. I left it way longer than I should have, too. Again, 2 whole years. I know it doesn't seem that long, but when it's revolves around one of your projects that you've been working on, leaving it for 2 years, that definitely is longer than you expect. I think I started this project sometime after the Medieval remake came out back in October. So yeah, I guess like October something of 2019 was the last time I even touched this world, which is sad. Again, Sir Dan. I'm sorry, Sir Daniel. He's probably grumbling at me in his grave. Or, well, he's not in his actual grave. He's with Kia in the museum, I guess we should say. Because, again, with Medieval 2, he's with Kia, his mummy girlfriend that he has. And, again, after saving the city of London, which I got a new niece named London, too. I got second, yeah, not so long ago, niece that recently, the one I had called London. And again, Pelthorn and Medieval 2 takes place in London. So it works perfectly. Now, my newer niece that I had was, well, I finally got to hold her recently. I finally got to hold her. Very recently, I finally got to hold my, oh, I can't even remember what number niece it is, but again, I have lots of nieces and nephews. But I finally got to hold the newest one that was not so long born ago. But I think that will conclude this stream here. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed this day one stream of the release of Minecraft 1.18. I better get started on the No Survival Let's Play in the first episode of that coming today. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this stream. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Sorry, frog in my throat. But you know, but let me know what y'all thought in the comment section down below. Finally, 1.18 is now officially released. I'm so glad it's finally out. And hopefully y'all enjoyed today's stream. And the next stream, which will of course be tomorrow, will be the 1st of October, or the 1st of December. Yes, tomorrow will be the 1st of December. And the months of my birthday, which tomorrow will be 8 days to my birthday. And we are awake, right? Think so? Yeah, we are awake to my birthday. Hang on. Just want to make sure. Are we? Yeah, we are awake. Well, Thursday. Technically Thursday. This Thursday will be awake to my birthday. But still, next week will be my birthday. So hopefully y'all enjoyed. And we'll catch you on the next video. Next stream. And hopefully y'all have a good rest of y'all's day. And hopefully are going to be enjoying the update like I am. Bye.